fixing lights already.
Oh, she's left us again.
Oh.
She's had all after an hour and a half to get ready, but she's still running behind.
Okay, Mom's being mean tonight. Hi, everyone.
Hey, good.
Oh my goodness. Welcome to another episode of Mom and Me Live.
And howdy.
I'm Denise.
And I'm Leon.
I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Ontario, Woodstock, Ontario, Canada. And Mom is the comedic relief in my gallery. What do you call those little guys that sit up there and natter at the Muppet Show?
Yeah, well, they have a title.
Yeah, I forget remember what they are, but yeah, you remind me of that right now tonight. So we're just arguing before we came on.
What date it is?
Because I said it was
And
the
today's
8th.
Wednesday.
It is. It's Wednesday the 8th.
And I say it's the 7th.
It's not the 7th.
Anyway, we'll have to keep discussing this. Yeah, we may lay awake tonight trying to figure it out. But anyway.
Okay, the computer says it's the 8th.
Well, bless its heart.
Okay, leave a comment below. Tell Mom it's the 8th. 8th of September, everybody, 2021, in case you're watching this on replay some other time. Okay. Tonight, Mom's also making fun of me because I didn't bring my gratitude journal tonight. We started the gratitude journals last week, and we said we'll show them every week.
And I laid awake late at night, get it done, and she comes tonight and she forgot hers. So.
Okay, but I brought us a pretty card we're gonna make tonight. Okay, but yes, all right. So, do you want to share your gratitude journal from this week?
Sure.
Well, sure. Well, hang on one second and let me give you a camera to focus that on. Hold on 1 second. We will set you up so that you can show all the hard work you've done.
Oh gosh.
Oh, pardon my hand, everybody. Okay, let's let the camera focus.
So
Turn around.
Okay, that might be easier. The first one.
I don't know if they see it that way or not, or if they see it this way. Okay, guys, tell me which way. Yeah, it's got to be that way.
Okay.
Okay.
This one is sort of just thanking all my friends that I have right over up here. So there's a page on that one. On the second, I'm today is I'm thankful for all the food that you get in the grocery stores. And I made a picture of corn and cucumbers and bread and potatoes, sort of the main things. Not particularly what I like to buy, but the desserts and that. I just thought I hadn't better get pictures of them. And the other one is just being thankful for my 3 children, which is Terry, Paul, and Denise. And the other one is a family time, which is the first, on the 4th, is the first time we've had the family all together for a meal in nearly a year and a half. So it really meant a lot to be able to do that then. And then on Sunday, was fortunate enough that we had a car ride down to Port Dover and had our lunch in the park and that, and had a scenic drive around, which was a very wonderful day. And today, which in my life is the 7th Wednesday, and it's a crafty day, Mom and Me Facebook Live.
Oh, that's nice, Mom. I love it.
Yes.
It is the 8th, but where did you? Oh, because you didn't write anything for the 6th.
No, that's just that. I haven't decided what's going to do there because it was just an ordinary day around the house.
4.
So I thank for the butterflies in there.
Yeah, just seeing where you missed a day so that you think it's the 7th instead of the 8th.
Well, today's Wednesday, so it should be today. So.
It's the 7th.
Okay.
Okay, so I have to. So Mom said she cut out pictures of the things that she thought she should show, but let's show a picture of of what Mom is truly grateful for.
Yeah. Oh, and am I ever?
That's more like what she's
That's
grateful
what I like
for.
to buy. Yeah.
Oh, that would we found a little diner to enjoy that at. Let's bring this back for a second, and then we can I'll bring that back over here. All right. Taking you for a trip tonight, aren't I?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, I'm learning though. I'm learning how to do this slowly each time. Well, bye.
I think we've done it now.
Just when I was getting confident. There it is.
Yeah, done it now.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so, oh, you know who I saw today?
No,
Who,
I thought you went to work.
well, I did go to work, but on my lunch I delivered a Stampin' Up! Order.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I did go to work. But anyways, Judy Norman, she says hello.
Oh.
So yeah, so you might have remembered her and Claudia and Carol with the funny hats.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yes, unfortunately Carol's passed away now, but
Okay.
but yeah, so Judy says hello and that.
That
So
was very nice. of
very
her.
nice. So yeah, so she might be watching tonight. And so if you're out there, hi Judy. And hi Doreen. I see Doreen. Oh, Doreen, did you see what Doreen says? No?
But no, I can't see
You
there.
can't see. It says it's the 8th.
She's not very helpful. I'm behind today, I guess, apparently, folks. Yeah. But
Okay.
today's not over yet, so I got time to finish that.
You got
tonight.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one way to slow things down, that's for sure.
I could always make a page of not thankful for people that pick on me. Okay.
Okay. All right, I'll stop picking on you.
Okay.
Okay. So today's the 8th. Oh, Doreen loves your journal.
Oh, thank you.
So today's the 8th. There's 2 more days left to order the paper pumpkin, autumn paper pumpkin. It makes little treat things of pumpkins, or it's a harvest thing. But the best part is the box has a pattern where it turns into a vintage wheelbarrow. So I'm very excited about that. If you're ever wondering about the price in Canada, if you, with the subscription code, a 1 month is $28. And that's actually a very good deal, because every month, as you know, includes a stamp set, and a lot of stamp sets are minimum like $21, $22. So plus you get all the materials to make the cards. So $28 is very good. You can also get a 3-month subscription for $82.50, and 6 months for $158, and 12 months for $300. So it's a good deal. You know, I like my surprises. Currently, Celebration is still on to the end of September. So sorry about the I'll stop doing that. It's where you can, if you spend $60, you could choose something for free, such as this super duper cute sheep set. And it's got some coordinating dies too that you could also earn. This annual catalog, of course, still has full of goodies and still on, and this catalog goes to December, of course, our mini catalog. So if you're interested in a catalog, let me know. I can get one out to you. Okay, let's turn to what we're going to make. So like I said, we're going to, last night was my team meeting. Team meeting means that if you buy the starter kit under Stampin' Up! And you choose me as your demonstrator to purchase it under, then you get to come to my team meetings, which are once a month. They're virtual, but we have a swap every month where we do manage to get the cards out to each people. And this was my swap card last night, so we're going to make this. This is a really pretty Thanksgiving card. Okay, I'm going to turn bring the camera over. So you might get dizzy for 1 minute while I bring it over to show you all the supplies that you're going to need to make this. All right, over we come. Oops. Let's see. Okay, take this and move it to here. Okay. And I'm going to center that, hopefully, to make it so that you can see it. Good. Okay, hopefully you can see that. All right, so here, you ready for your list of supplies? I'll start with the things that are actually right beside me, which is the Cajun Craze ink pad. As you can see, I've been doing Stampin' Up for a while. So this is our old style ink pad, but ink pads last a long time. You buy the ink refills and they can last a long time. So that's why I still have my old one. And your Cajun Craze sponge dauber. The soft succulent, you can see this is the newer style ink pad. And the soft succulent sponge dauber. And crumb cake ink. And I didn't use a dauber for that one. Okay, so those are the 3 colors of ink that I used on this card. I'm going to move those away for a minute. Leave them here. Okay. Then I also used Versamark and gold embossing powder. And I always use the heat tool because we're going to do some embossing with the gold embossing powder. And I use a coffee filter, non-Stampin' Up item, kitchen item. Perfectly great for using for your embossing powder. So I'll show that in a minute. Okay, then we are going to use the Gorgeous Leaves stamp set. Okay, Gorgeous Leaves. And I used the sentiment from this stamp set, the Pretty Pumpkins. I used this, so pretty, so thankful for you. Okay, gorgeous stamp set. Both of them are. Then, of course, we used acrylic blocks. So these are the stamps I used out of those two sets. This is like, it's got sort of a grunge, and then the sort of a wood, the grunge, and that's so thankful for you sentiment. So those are the stamps that we use tonight. Okay. I also used this punch, which is called the Tailored Tag Punch. Okay. All right. So as far as paper goes, you'll need a 5 by 7.5 piece of Cajun Craze, a 4 by 5.25 of Very Vanilla, a 5.25 by 2.5 inch of Very Vanilla, this is pattern paper, a 2.25 by 5 inch piece, a 3.5 by 3.5 inch Cajun Craze, and we are going to use large circle from the layering circles framelits to cut that out, which will leave us with that circle. Okay. Then we are going to use from our leaves, from the intricate leaves dies, we're going to cut 2 of those. So you need a 2.5 by 3 inch piece of Cajun craze and a 2.5 by 3 inch of soft succulent, and we will cut that leaf out of both of those so that we have 2 of those leaves. And so once we cut those out, we will have 2 beautiful leaves. Put those there. And then also out of those leaves, we are going to use a 3 by 1 1/4 piece of gold foil paper, and we will get 2 of our leaves out of that piece, 2 small leaves. And so once we cut those out, we will have those 2 beautiful leaves. Okay. Then put those aside for a second. We're using again from the layering circles dies. We need a 3 by 3 piece of Very Vanilla. We'll cut that out, and that will give us our circle, Very Vanilla circle. Almost done. 2 by 3 piece of Very Vanilla, or at a minimum that size. That's going to be so that we can stamp our sentiment. And a piece of this beautiful cork. Oh my gosh, this paper is so soft. This is one of these cards that when you feel, it's got texture, so when you feel it, you're like, oh, that's so soft and pretty. So this is the cork paper, and it's 5 by 1.5, 5 inch by 1.5 inch. And then of course you need some of the gold. You can't beat this gold. I want to say twine. It's not twine. It's I can't think of the name of it right now. It's like a gold foil ribbon, and we just need like a 7-inch piece of that. Okay, so 7-inch piece of that, and we are set. We have everything. The only other things I think that I would recommend, you need your adhesive, of course, a bone folder. Of course, I used a paper trimmer. I used a paper trimmer to cut all the paper. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I did miss one thing. I did put a bit of bling on there. So this is the brushed metallic adhesive dots. Aha, now I think I've got everything. Okay, here we go. Let's make a card. Thank you. My assistant has handed me some grid paper so that we don't mess up our pretty designer paper. And what did we do with the scoreboard? Scoreboard? Yeah, what did we have the scoreboard out? Oh, I see it. I see it. We got hidden back here. Okay, so I'm going to start with my scoreboard. Remember I said we were going to take our 5 by 7.5 inch Cajun craze. We're going to make sure the long end is across the top, the 7 inch. That is not the right size. Hold on one second. I said 5 by 7.5. I meant 5 by 7. Phew, I cut it right, said it wrong. 5 by 7 inch. 5.5 by 7 inch. There's my half. 5.5 by 7 inch. Make sure the 7 inch, the long end is on the top. And you're going to take and score it just like you would regular at your 4 1/4 mark. So we're going to start with our nice score there at 4 1/4. Okay. All right. So we'll move that. And we'll use our nice bone folder to give that our nice crease. Okay. First step done. Okay. Next step. We are going to, actually, we're going to prep a couple of things. So we're going to emboss our sentiment and get that ready. So you're going to take your 2x3 piece of very vanilla, and we're going to use the Versamark. Okay, so I have my Versamark ink. I'm going to just tap lightly. Oh, you know what? You use either an anti-static sheet, or if you have one of the old embossing buddies, or just some powder to go over your piece of paper first so that it does not, so the powder only sticks to where you want it to stick. Okay, got my inked up nice. I'm going to, doesn't matter where I put this because I'm going to cut it out with the punch. So as long as it's nice and even, you won't be able to see that right now because Versamark is clear. I'm going to grab my coffee filter and my gold embossing powder. I'm going to sprinkle that on top. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I love this sentiment. Oh. This one comes out really, really nice too. So of course we've got it out of here, and then we're going to use our heat tool. So forgive the sound for a moment. It's a fairly quiet heat tool. This is Stampin' heat tool. I really like it. There are 2 settings on it. I always use the hottest setting. And I hold it kind of steady till I see it start to turn, and it's just always so magical when you see it, when you see the powder become shiny. This is so special. Always, whenever I use the gold and a pretty font like that, it does sort of remind me of weddings as well. So we are using it for a gratitude card, of course, today. So once you have that done, then you're going to take your punch, and that's why I said a minimum size of what I said, because you need to be able to hold it to put it into the punch. Okay, so we have our nice sentiment, and I actually used a bit of the Cajun Craze dauber just to go around the edges of the outside so it matches up with the card. So it just gives a little bit of edging, not too heavy, not too much, just a little bit. So your big sponges like this, a lot of people say, what's the difference between your sponge dauber? When do you still need your sponge dauber versus your large sponge like these? Remember, these would be great for big area, but this is nice for that fine detailing like I just did on that tag. So you can see they just did a little bit of edging. Okay. All right, so we have our tag ready. We'll set that aside for a moment. Okay, now we're going to take our circle. This is our very vanilla circle, and we're going to start with this it's, again, it looks sort of like a wood grain look. You'll see when we do it. So just going to ink it right into there. Doesn't matter that it comes off. This does not have to be perfect in any way. Okay. All right. So I have my nice crumb cake. And then I'm going to come back to my Cajun. And I am going to stamp off with this one. I don't want quite the intensity of those red dots. I just want it to be a little bit mixed in. And I don't even want it everywhere. And I'm going to use the small dots as well. And those will come in with a bit more of the regular splatter on there. So it looks kind of messy at this point, but it does make a beautiful background once we put it on here and it blends in with the card. Right now, it looks messy. We once had a stamp set. Stampin' Up! Once had a stamp set called Gorgeous Grunge, and this is Gorgeous Leaves, which still has those grungy looking stamps in them, which add really a lot to every card. So it's one of my favorites. So the other thing I did again was I took the Cajun Craze dauber. Again, I usually dauber the outside of this to match whichever color cardstock I'm attaching it to, because that way your color of your edging is blending into the next color. So again, with my, and I'm a little less cautious with this than I was the label, which was so elegant. This one I'm just really quickly daubering my edges, and I don't care if I get a bit more of that red in there because I like the red. I like the Cajun red. Okay, so that's as quick. It's quick. It's easy. We're now going to, we'll start our gluing in a minute. We've got that piece, that piece. The next piece we're going to do is the designer series paper. So that was the 2 by 5 1/4. I'm using this pretty soft succulent side, and I sponged the edge of that with the soft succulent. This one is being mounted on here on the very vanilla. So I wouldn't use very vanilla on my edges, but I'm using just to give it a little bit of contrast between the two, the edge and that, the soft succulent, the same color ink. So this again is just makes the paper stand out a little bit, gives it that stand out between the two. And it's probably not going to show on camera as much as it does in person. Okay, so we've got our inking done. We are going to actually start assembling. So here we go. Come back to your base and take out my cheat sheets of my sizes for you. And I did not dauber this at all. I'm fine with this. I like the clean look of it. And this is the 4 by 5 1/4, and we're just going to glue that into the card. With a glue that works. There we go. Okay. Glue down, leaving the nice border, the nice edge. Using that really pretty cork paper. Oh, it's so pretty. It's really soft. You have to feel this cork. paper. I guess cork floors and that are very popular and stuff now, and it really is just feels so nice. Okay, so that's just on my inside. I still have room that I can write to somebody in there. Then on my front, I'm going to put the very vanilla. This is a very quick and easy card, but it looks really pretty. Okay, and our pattern paper. Oh, upside down. There's an actual like cursive writing on this paper. I'm not really too sure what all it says. It's one of those fonts that you're not really meant to read, but it does have an up and a down. Okay, so now we have that assembled. We are going to glue our circle onto the Cajun Craze circle. And then these leaves you can play with. I'm sure every time I do this, I'm gonna lay them slightly differently than the time before, but it's still gonna look pretty every single time. Now, the tricky part about these is that there's not a lot of area in which to glue these down. Once I kind of had how I wanted them spaced, I flipped them over and I did use Tombow. Tombow will dry clear, and I try to just, you know, get it mainly on the leaf stems, but as you can see, it's very fine. But like I said, the Tombow will dry clear. Oh, I didn't get any glue on that one. That was good. That punch of gold is just nice for just punches it up. Okay. And then I'm going to only glue the 1/2, right, of the circle. Only the half that's going to be on the card. So I'm just gluing, sorry, just gluing half, not the other half. I always like to do a little bit right on the edge there where I know what's going. And I'm going to go up a little bit because I've got sentiment to put on yet. The sentiment, I'm going to add a couple dimensionals too. Remember, I still don't want any adhesive on this side. I just want the dimensionals on that side. Dimensionals are the pop-up adhesive, which of course. Okay, so make sure I've got that going the right way. And so just on the 1/2. One half. Okay. And we're going to take our little piece of ribbon and make little, I gotta look up what the name of that's called again. As soon as I see it, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, that's what it's called. But that was the world's worst bow. Let me try that again. Oh my gosh. Okay, my fingers are a little sticky. Okay, so this stuff is good to work with. It doesn't knot or anything, so that's good. All right. It's always good to experiment and let you know what I really think about these products. And this is one of my favorite. This gold has come in and out of the catalog several times. I always cry when it goes away, and I always cheer when it comes back. All right. So I use a little glue dot to adhere that bow to there. Okay, little glue dot. And just going to put that on those leaves there. And then, like I said, I used a little bit of a couple of these little dots. Use the gold dots. And I just put them wherever you would like. Tweezers are great for this. Okay, and look how pretty that is. So now we have two gorgeous cards. Oh, look what I'm missing. On this one, I put a little gold leaf in the corner. That's easy peasy. These lemon squeezy. These are so pretty. Just add another little leaf to that corner. Again, a little bit of glue. Oops, we've got a couple of poppity dots that didn't come out of that one. No, because I have glue. I don't want to get glue on that now. Huh. Okay, we're going to leave it. And we add that. And ta-da! All right. So I'm going to bring this up so we can chat again. Okay. So that's the cards that we thought we would share tonight to make. Next week, of course, is the auction. Monday night, I will be releasing the list and putting up all the photos to bid on of these products. And I should show you another. Halloween is coming too. Are any of you big fans of Halloween? Have you started decorating at all? Last night, this is another cute card that we did. And this one has a belly band that just slides up. And then when you open it, you can put a little treat or a gift card here in the pocket. So very cool. So it's fun too. And yeah, I hope you had a good time. 20 to 8. And yeah. Okay. What about you? What's up for this week?
I'm having company the next 2 days, and here you got a busy weekend, so the time will go quick.
So I have 2 private classes this weekend. So right now with COVID, big groups probably still not a good idea, but I can do private classes where there's 4 people, because 4 people can spread out around the dining room table, So yes, I have a very exciting one on Saturday with 4 ladies. So that was part of our reason why we went to Port Dover, and that was to have a meeting. So if you set up a private class with me, we'll have a little meeting, get together beforehand, choose what cards you want to make, what projects you want to do. I'll have some samples of what you could pick from. So it's exciting. And then on Sunday, we have your due here, your class of 4.
Right. Yeah.
So, so we're back here on Sunday for another private class. So I love doing private classes, and hope to do the big crops again soon. But yeah, let's hope those numbers stay down and things get better so that we can have bigger events. But in the meantime, love doing these private parties. I can also do virtual parties, so let me know.
Sounds good. Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, next week I'll have my gratitude journal. And you'll have yours, and we'll see how we're doing. It's our 30-day challenge.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the 28th day, you'll be catching up.
Who's picking on who?
No, not me.
No, I think you're picking on me.
No. No, never.
All right. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye bye.
Bye.